Alright, so today we're looking at solving equations that contain radicals. Nothing too fancy. Hopefully you feel pretty good about what we do today. So let's do several examples to refresh your memory. I have the square root of x minus 10 minus 4 equals 0. I want to solve this equation.
Add 4.
Add 4. What else?
You square both sides.
Square both sides. So that makes it x minus 10 equals 16. Then what?
You add
10. So x equals 26. Now, since it's a radical, we need to check our answer. Why do we need to check our answer?
but negative point.
Say it again.
Jim, you're right.
I don't want a negative in the radical, so I need to make sure I plug in and I don't get a negative in the radical. Plus, I need to make sure sometimes when you're dealing with radical equations, sometimes things won't work. So you've always got to check when you're dealing with a radical. So I plug 26 in here. 26 minus 10 is 16. Square root of 16 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So that means x equals 26 is the solution to this equation. Nothing fancy there. All right, next one. Cube root of 2x plus 5 plus 3 equals 0. Cube root of 2x plus 5 plus 3 equals 0. Subtract 3. Give me that. Then what?
Cube it.
Cube both sides. So 2x plus 5 on the left. What do I get when I cube negative 3?
27? Negative 27.
Negative 27. So 2x plus 5 equals negative 27.
Subtract 5.
Subtract 5. So 2x equals negative 32. Divide, and I get negative 16. So let's check that. 2 times negative 16.
Negative
32.
Negative 32. Negative 32 plus 5. Negative 27. Cube root of negative 27. Negative 3 and negative 3 plus 3 does produce 0. So we do like x equals negative 16. Alright, let's pick it up a notch.
Sure. If you can.
So square root of 2x plus 7 minus x equals 2. Square root of 2x plus 7 minus x equals 2. Add the x. So square root of 2x plus 7 equals x plus 2. Alright, now what? Square both sides. Here's where we run into trouble on this problem. How do we run into trouble? What a lot of people like to do in this case.
X squared plus 4.
They just put x squared plus 2, x squared plus 4 on there. But one of the things you're going to know when you leave my class is that when you square a binomial, you get a trinomial. So don't forget that. So we'll do x squared plus 4, and then to get the third term, what was the trick? No. Well, I already squared both of them, so I wanted to know what's my third term. Say it again?
280.
Right, but say it in non-mathematical terms.
Multiply your first term and your second term.
Alright, so multiply these two terms together and double it. So x times 2 is 2x. If I double 2x, I get 4x. Okay, so that's how I get my trinomial. Alright, now what?
Make them
both on the same side.
Get everything on the same side. Which side do I want to go to?
Right.
Right side. Why do I want to go to the right side?
So you don't have to make the
Largest exponent.
I want my largest exponent to be positive. So x squared plus 2x and minus 3. So x squared plus 2x minus 3. Then what? Factor. How's that factor?
Plus 3.
X plus 3.
Plus 3 minus 1. So that means I get x is negative 3 and 1. Let's double check. So plug in negative 3. 2 times negative 3? Negative 6. Negative 6 plus 7 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. So this is going to be a 1 minus, I plug negative 3 in. So 1 minus a negative 3, does that give me 2?
No.
No, that does not give me 2. Therefore, negative 3 is not a solution. So let's try 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 7 is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. So that's 3 minus 1. Does 3 minus 1 give me 2?
Yes.
Yes. So that means 1 is the solution to that equation containing a radical. Alright, so x minus 5 to the 3 halves equals 8. X minus 5 to the 3 halves equals 8. So what do you think?
Would you multiply both sides by the reciprocal?
I don't multiply, I multiply them out, but not the right word. Because you're thinking about it right, you're just not saying it right. Divide them up the right word.
You cube it and you take the square.
Alright, so I can you got it backwards.
Because you do the reciprocal, right?
So
Which is
square root
fraction.
or cube root of
Alright, so let's write this in radical form so it's less that's what I'm dealing with. Okay, whatever's on the bottom is my radical that I'm dealing with. Bless you. So what do I want to do now? Square both sides. So x minus 5 cubed equals 64. Then what do I want to do? Take the cube root. So that gives me x minus 5 equals cube root of 64 is 4. Add the 5 over, I get 9. So let's double check. Questions?
Thank you.
Plug in 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 cubed. 64. Square root of 64 does produce 8. Questions?
Goodness. Thank you.
Alright, one more. Alright. Square root of 2x minus 5 minus the square root of x minus 3 equals 1. So thoughts on this one? Square all of them is not what I want to do right now.
add x minus.
Alright, so you always, if you have more than one radical, you always want to get one of those radicals by itself. Alright? And usually you want to get the uglier one by itself. Okay? Always get the uglier one by itself. So I'm going to keep the square root of 2x minus 5 by itself on the left. Now I can square both sides. So we get 2x minus 5 on the left. I'm squaring a binomial on the right, so what am I going to end up with? A trinomial. So I need to square each of these. So I square 1, I get 1. I square the square root of x minus 3, and I get x minus 3. And then what do I do to get my last term? Multiply and double.
So you
So if I multiply these two, I get the square root of x minus 3. If I double it, I get that. Everybody see what we did on the right side? Make sure you can handle what we did on the right side. If you can't see it, raise your hand. Let me explain it again. Everybody can see it. Don't lie to me. Alright, again, squared the 1, I got 1. Squared the square root, I got x minus 3. Multiply these together, double it, that's where that comes from. Alright, so now what?
This is on one side.
Simplify first.
Simplify first? Alright, so 2x minus 5 equals x minus 2 plus 2 square root x minus 3. Manny, what do you think? Okay, so what's your goal? What are you trying to do when you're doing that?
Get the 2 root of x minus 3.
Alright, so we're trying to get the radical by itself. Perfect. So I'm going to subtract the x, which gives me x. I'm going to add the 2, which gives me minus 3. So I have x minus 3 equals 2 times the square root of x minus 3. Very good. What else?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2. So x minus 3 over 2 equals the square root of x minus 3. Then what?
Where is
Square it. So I know my denominator is going to be 4. But again, in my numerator, what is it I'm squaring?
X
A binomial, so that I know it's got to be a trinomial. So I'm going to get x squared. I'm going to get plus 9. And what's the third term? Negative 6x. Negative 6x. Multiply them together and double it. So that gives me negative 6x. On the other side, just x minus 3. Just multiply. Alright, what else?
Add
Three.
No.
Divide by 4. And multiply by 4.
Multiply by 4. Let's multiply by 4 and get rid of that. So I'm going to clear some of this out. Alright, so I'm going to bring it up here. So x squared plus 9 minus 6x equals 4x minus 12.
You bring the 4x and 12 over.
Bring the 4x and 12 over. So x squared minus 10x plus, is that 21? So factors of 21 add and give me 10.
X minus 7.
So we get 7 and 3, but let's make sure they both work. So plug in 7, 7 times 2, 14, 14 minus 5, 14 minus 5, 9, square root of 9 is 3, 7 minus 3, 4, square root of 4, 2, does 3 minus 2 give me 1?
Yep.
Yes, so we definitely like 7. Let's try 3. 3 times 2, 6, 6 minus 5, 1, square root of 1 is 1. 3 minus 3, 0, square root of 0, 0. 1 minus 0, 1. So we also like 3. So that one's pretty intense right there. So let's talk about the steps we did, the major steps we did. So what was the first step we did?
Moved it.
Get the radical.
Get the ugly radical by itself, move everything else to the other side. Then what do we do? Square both sides. Make sure when you square a binomial, you get a trinomial. Okay, when we did that, we still had a radical. So what do we do since we still have a radical? Get the radical by itself. Once the radical is by itself, then what do we do?
Square.
Square both sides. Again, when you square a binomial, make sure you get a trinomial. And then from there, there's no radicals. It's get it all on the same side, factor, and solve, and check your Alright, so that's solving equations containing radicals. Any questions on that?